In the gaming space, especially recently, there's a lot of negativity around specific things. And most of that, from what I'm seeing, and from my perspective, comes directly from the corporations that make these decisions that absolutely have no positive impact on the consumer, and they just want to make money and fuck everything else. We're seeing that again today. The other day, Grand Theft Auto 6 actually released its pricing structure, and can I say I'm not really surprised? I mean, Nintendo got away with $80 video games. Now we're seeing possibly the biggest game of all time charging $80. $100 if you want all the features in the game, but that's something different. I'm not here to talk about that. But what I am here to talk about is I'm here to talk about another studio out there, or corporation rather, that will continue to embarrass itself, step back, and make all of the wrong decisions. Similar to what Microsoft was doing within the last couple years, Sony is now the one stepping on the rake every time they tried to do something. I mean, seriously, what has this company done correct in terms of trying to make a live service game and trying to maintain a player base, or even keeping sales for that matter? Because guess what? They're not fucking selling their single-player games onto PC or any other console now. They're all console exclusive to PlayStation. The $4 billion a year that the company was making on that shit, just light it on fire. We don't need that shit. And now on top of that, they're ending service for their biggest live service-owned IP, Destiny 2. They're not going to update that game anymore. They're also laying off half of Bungie's employees. The other company that they spent $4 billion on to help catapult them into the live service scene. Bungie is going to come over and help everybody make their live service games, guys. And obviously, that didn't fucking work out, because look where we are now. Let's talk about those layoffs, though. Yesterday, June 26th, Bungie put out the following notice. With great sadness, we are announcing a reduction in force as we reorganize Bungie. As the leaders of Bungie, past and present, we recognize Destiny 2 fell short of expectations these past several years. Following our final content update to Destiny 2, and with our future projects still in early incubation, we unfortunately could not continue operating at our previous size. We know this decision has a profound impact on the people affected, their families, friends, and teammates. While these changes are necessary to best position the studio now and for the future, I can't even fucking read the rest of this, man. What are we doing here? Now, yes, this is not the first time Bungie has gone through layoffs, and it's probably not going to be the last time, but at the same time, we are seeing most of the Destiny 2 team being laid off. Even some of the Marathon team being laid off. The game that Sony is putting their whole fucking hat in the ring with right now? What are we talking about? What are we doing here? But hey, it actually gets worse, just like all these things tend to do. Somebody actually got a hold of the Sony Interactive Entertainment email to all of their employees regarding this. Now, let's take a look at that. This is the internal email from Herman Hulse, and it states, "Dear team, today I want to share a difficult update regarding Bungie. We have made the decision to reduce Bungie's workforce, affecting a significant number of employees, including most of the Destiny team and some Marathon team members. There are also reductions across SIE teams that support Bungie's operations. Those impacted at Bungie and within SIE are being informed today. This is painful news, especially for talented colleagues whose roles have been eliminated. This decision was made only after extensive discussion and careful consideration, and I want to provide some context of how we arrived here. Over the past several months, together with Bungie leadership, we reviewed the studio's long-term direction, development priorities, resource needs, and role within our broader portfolio strategy. We explored multiple alternatives before concluding that a reduction was necessary to align the studio's resources with its current priorities and long-term goals. And oh boy, we'll get into the long-term goals here shortly. But first, I can't even like sit here and compose myself making this video. If you can't tell, this isn't scripted. This is me just fucking ranting at this point. But let's continue reading the following. As Bungie recently shared in its Destiny 2 update, the studio has begun a new journey following the release of the game's final live service content update. What Bungie has accomplished with Destiny over the past decade has been truly remarkable. The franchise has left a lasting mark on players and the industry, and everyone who contributed to its success should be proud of what they helped create. Yeah, you mean the biggest live service game IP that you actually have, one of the biggest multiplayer MMOs on the fucking planet, still to this day, even though it was losing players the last couple months, it's still one of the biggest games out there in terms of this scale and anything like it. What else is like this, besides Final Fantasy XIV or any other MMO, right? This game gives a completely different experience to those, and most likely any other game out there. Like, what else can you compare Destiny to, and what other competitors does Destiny have in this current market right now? Borderlands? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's playing that game over and over again, similar to the way Destiny is. There's not that constant drive. Warframe? I mean, maybe, but Warframe has always had a healthy competition with Destiny, but man, oh man, just wait, well, it gets better. Marathon remains an important part of our portfolio, and we will continue to support the team as they build on the game's strong foundation established within. What are we talking about, man? Strong foundation? I tell you what, man, that foundation's so strong. I can't believe that. I can't believe that this game is doing so well right now, based on the strong foundation that Bungie has made with Marathon, man. I can't believe it. I'm just gonna put another image up on screen real quick, and then let's look at a strong foundation real quick. Bet you never see that, folks. Destiny 2 currently has the player numbers that Marathon peaked with. But the foundation's so strong. Hold on, let's put those images side by side real quick. Alright, let's look at the strong foundation, everybody. Let's look at the strong foundation. I'm not gonna go into the rest of the post because it's basically just corpo speak. Like, we're really gonna help these guys through this transition. We sincerely thank them for their support and creativity throughout the years. Well, really, if you really thought about that their support was helpful and all this other bullshit, they'd still have their fucking jobs now, wouldn't they? Right? Think about it like that. They'd still have their jobs. Destiny 2 wouldn't be finished because of whatever sales numbers or whatever player numbers you were looking at in the last month. Like, what the fuck are we actually doing here? But you know what? Sony did actually make a post on this, guys. Let's take a look and see what Sony responded to everybody's outcry about this. Let's take a look. From Insider Gaming, PlayStation wants to revitalize the market with new live service games.
What? What?
Are we fucking serious right now? What are we talking about, man? Like, I know I've said it before, but you forced Bungie, a studio that's been working on live service games since forever, let's be real. Halo, we could say Halo could be a live service game with the DLC and shit, I don't know. We'll just throw that in there, even if it's not real. Even if that's not how we consider those games, we'll just throw those in there. For the last 12 years has been working on the Destiny franchise. Some of the most successful live service games, especially Destiny 2, which almost was a decade old, still going strong before this most recent update. And we just... What? How fucking dumb are these people? Like, these people do not care or look at reality the way everyone else does. Like, they're so deluded and think that their shit don't stink, that they're over here wanting to do more live service games when they just ended support to one of the biggest live service games on the fucking planet for the last 10 years. Like, what are we fucking thinking? Like, alright, let's take a look at the article. I'll have a link to the article in the description, but let's take a look at the article. PlayStation believes live service attracts users on a global level. Yeah, no fucking shit, Sony. Are you... No shit! Why do you think so many people play Destiny 2? Yada yada, whatever. In a recent interview with Famitsu, Hideki Nishino, the president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, shared insights about PlayStation's strategy for live service titles. Nishino emphasized that Sony live service games have the potential to reach players on a global scale. The company aims to revitalize the market through both first-party and third-party content. Yeah, you know, there was another game that came out, I think, a couple years ago that took the world by storm that was a PlayStation-owned live service game, and then Sony started fucking around with it and started making you make a PlayStation account just to be able to play the game. I wonder what game that was. Does anybody remember Helldivers 2? And when Sony stepped on the rake and fucked themselves over with that game as well? Like, come on, man. What the fuck are we talking about? In terms of live service content, PlayStation is not only focusing on marketing its upcoming titles, but is also considering how to enhance existing games in both the medium and long term. Good job. You're doing a great job with that right now, man. You're doing a great fucking job with your current existing IPs that are live service right now. Keep it up. Nishino emphasized that it is crucial to continuously provide new content for live service games, as this genre is still relatively new, and many developers are experimenting with different approaches. PlayStation aims to continue to take the challenge within that context. Really? Wow. So what the fuck are you doing about it? You canceled The Last of Us factions, you're currently working on Helldivers 2 still, and you shot yourself in the foot a couple years ago when that came out by forcing everybody to use a PlayStation account. I know I already said this. That same year you had fucking Concord come out, a hero shooter that nobody wanted to play, appealed to absolutely nobody, and shut down less than a week later, had to give everybody refunds back for that game, and then now you're forcing Bungie to stop the active development in Destiny 2, your biggest live service game, by the studio that you bought specifically to help you make live service games, especially when their newest live service game, Marathon, is not doing fucking well and not paying the bills right now. So, what the fuck are you doing about it, Sony? What are you doing about it? You can say all this market speak all you want, but at the end of the day, you are fucking failing. You are not doing the live service market anything by sitting there canceling projects, because remember, less than a year ago, they canceled 13 plus live service projects because it wasn't meeting the standard. What do you have cooking now that it will meet the standard, that will fill that void of Destiny 2, that will fill that void of whatever Helldivers lost in its most recent updates? What are you doing to suffice that? They're doing nothing. What they're doing is they're raising prices on you for hardware that should not cost almost $1,000. They are also over here buying studios when nothing comes of them. Remember Blue Point Games? Remember when Sony acquired them to make the Demon's Souls remake? That game was fucking awesome. And what the fuck have they done since? Nothing! They shut them down! Whatever projects they were working on, never gonna fucking see them again. They're gone! Because Sony fucking shut them down after purchasing them. Let's look at Bungie. Bought them for $4 billion. Has them working on every live service component in the background for all their live service games. What has come out of that? Fucking Concord and Marathon. Last of Us factions? Cancelled! What are the people in this clown show fucking studio working on? Another fucking Spider-Man game? Okay, cool. Where's the multiplayer in Spider-Man? You have it set up perfectly to have a fucking multiplayer game in Spider-Man, but nope. Gotta lay off Insomniac developers too. What the fuck are we on, Sony? Like, do you not like money? If you want money and you want to be competitive in a genre that is very contested, why don't you go back and find a game and reboot a game that was made you pretty big in the PlayStation 2 era? Why don't you go do fucking SOCOM if you're doing a fucking live service game? Why don't you go make a Ratchet and Clank fucking co-op online game or some shit like that? Why don't you go do something like that? No, why is it that the game that you're releasing for consoles, for Horizon, looks absolutely terrible, yet the mobile-only MMO that you're making looks pretty damn good? But no, we're not going to release that one on consoles. No. Let's get mobile fucking garbage and just put no effort into anything else. Because where's all your effort going? Into God of War? Don't make me get started on God of War. Like, what are you doing with your franchises? If you want to make live service games, how about you fucking get off your ass and greenlight projects that people actually want to fucking play? Instead of whatever fantasy dream world projects you're currently making that nobody's gonna fucking play is gonna get shut down. And don't get me wrong, Bungie's done after this. They're gonna shut Bungie down at some point. If they think Marathon is sustainable, they're out of their fucking mind. Marathon can't even get over Destiny 2's current player base right now. They peaked at 88k. Destiny 2, I showed it earlier, has 87k as the time of recording this video. And you're expecting Marathon to carry you to get to the future? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, let's continue with the article. Nishino also reaffirmed that single-player games will remain first-party, while live service multiplayer games, the platform will be considering PS5 and PC as the basic platforms for release. Okay. Who gives a fuck? I'm sorry, I said it before, but do you not like money? And I'll be honest, I do have a PS5 Pro. I do own a PS5 Pro and a PC. But out of those two platforms, where would I rather play my games? I'd rather play them on PC. Because it's open source, you get every game, you can get it for cheaper, you don't need to pay all of this bullshit online fees or any of that shit. And on top of that, it's fully customizable. And now that SteamOS is open source and out there, and you can download it on any machine for the most part, why the fuck would I ever buy a PlayStation? If a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 6 is going to cost $1,000, why not I just spend a little bit more, build a pretty decent PC, put SteamOS on it, and have the fucking time of my life? Why would I ever do that? So I could go play Wolverine? Yeah, that game looks great, guys. Wolverine looks so good with its fucking $400 million budget. Oh, you know, do you want to know how Wolverine would make so much more money, Sony? Maybe if you release it on a platform with a bigger install base, like PC, you make so much more money putting it on multi-platform. You doing this exclusive bullshit is ruining the industry, and it puts you in the fucking spot that you're in today. Why are we not releasing live service games everywhere? Do you not like money? Like I said before. It took you over a year and a half to put fucking Helldivers 2 on Xbox? What the fuck are you doing? Like, you're just shooting yourself in the foot, because there's a great install base for a live service game out there, and you're just choosing not to utilize it. Because brand recognition shit, I could, if I wanted to, I could build my own PS5. I could. You could get the operating system out there somewhere. You could. There are ways to do it. You build a PC, get similar hardware, and then you can build your own PS5. Oh no. What are we going to do about that? It's shit like this that really makes me mad, though. The fact that you're going to be out here just making the stupidest decision to end development on your most successful live service IP, Destiny. Go all in with Marathon, just like Bungie did. Because Bungie assured you, Marathon will last. It'll be great. Marathon's a very niche genre. It is an extraction shooter. I mentioned this in my Marathon video, but let's be real. There's a very hardcore audience that plays extraction shooters. It's not a very casual audience whatsoever. Destiny, you got PvE. You got PvP too. If you want to go have some casual PvP fun, you got that too. You got strikes, dungeons, raids for all the hardcore people. It caters to almost everybody in terms of a general broad structure. From casuals to hardcores, you can do anything. Now, yes, I will admit, in its later years, it was harder for casuals to get into Destiny 2. Mostly because the new light and onboarding for new players was absolutely atrocious. And I'll admit that. As somebody who's put over 4,000 hours into the fucking game, I will admit, this game is not perfect. But at the end of the day, this is the best that you got in terms of live service games. And at some points, it is the most popular first-person MMO on the fucking planet. And you're just gonna end development because 2 of the expansions didn't do well? I guarantee you, if this final update came out, and that there was a promise of better things to come, this game would still be alive. If whoever the fuck, Herman Holst, or whoever the fuck's also in charge of Bungie, got off their fucking ass and actually saw what people wanted out of this game, this game would be thriving right now. There'd be no problems. We wouldn't be over here talking about Bungie possibly shutting down, or any of this other bullshit. We'd be talking about a possible Destiny 3. Right now, it's not in active development. It's not greenlit as of now, so when the fuck is that coming? Who knows? Probably never at this point. I am sick of the corporate greed of these corporations. I'm sick of it. I deal with enough corporate dickheads in my real life. Stop throwing this shit in my favorite pastime. It makes me fucking sick. And after this, you bet your ass I'm not supporting Sony after this. So for one last hurrah, go fuck yourself, Sony. I hope it was worth it. Also, to the higher-ups at Bungie, that message goes to you too. What the fuck are we doing? Stop buying all these expensive cars and actually help your fucking developers out for once. Because Jesus Christ. If you looked at somebody else besides yourself for 2 fucking seconds, you'd see you had a beautiful fucking thing. And you ruined it. But anyway, this rant has gone on long enough. I'll see you guys in the next fucking video.